Hey everyone, it is Kara from Dollar Mommy Club and the Ferorta Family channel. Today, I am here to show you an overview of Tailwind. Now, Tailwind is by far the best Pinterest automated pinning tool and system. I started using Tailwind about 3 months after starting my blog, and it grew my blog so fast. As of this video right now, I have 2.6 million monthly viewers on my Pinterest profile account, and that simply happened because I started using Tailwind. So today I'm just doing a overview of what Tailwind is and how to use it, and just basically how amazing this tool is. Now, as a mom, I don't have time to sit on Pinterest all day and pin. Like, I just don't have the time. I have a baby. I have, my business I'm running. I have a house to keep in order. And so Tailwind has definitely saved my time, but also has helped grow my business while I'm doing other things. Like, I have gotten so many viral days, viral pins out because of Tailwind. And it's so nice to have such an amazing system work for me while I spend the time I want with my family. That's what really tipped me over to get Tailwind, is because it allowed me to grow my business while I was able to spend quality time with my family. So I hope you are interested in Tailwind, because it can just totally help grow your business and save you time and be able to give you back some freedom. Whether that is, for your own time to do your own hobbies, to spend with your own family, because it sure has done that for me. So I will do an overview of Tailwind, and I will also have a link to Tailwind in the description as well as on this video. So let's get started. So this is the main page. This is the front of a Tailwind, so you can actually use it with Instagram or with Pinterest, which is a huge bonus. And the great thing about Tailwind is that you can get it for free for your first 100 pins. Now, when I first started Pinterest and started my blog, I didn't have 100 pins to pin. And so it took probably about a good month and a half before my trial ended. So let me go into this. Log in, pull everything. I'll check my remember me box, log in. Okay. Here is Tailwind. Now, I know this can kind of look really overwhelming, but it's not once you know the system. I was pretty overwhelmed at first too, but let's start here. So weekly summary. So Tailwind breaks it down to weekly summary, tribes, you got publisher and insight. So we'll go through them. So this is your weekly summary. So once you link up your Pinterest account to Tailwind and set the date and time of your own time zone, it reads your analytics for you. So does it in the average. So in the last week, I've had almost 300 repins. Total, I've had 7,000 repins. This is my domain. So these are my specific pins, and this is how many followers I get. So in the last week, I've grown 87 followers. Now, in a week, that's pretty impressive. That's almost 100 followers a week. And then I'll tell you any recent comments you have. You can also go more into it. So see most repinned pins. So this will tell me, basically what pins of mine are being repinned the most. Now, this is super beneficial for creating viral content. When it's showing you, your most pinned pins right here. Okay. It always pulls up. Next. Actually, we'll just exit out because I don't need it. So this pin right here of mine has been repinned 123 times. So I know, okay, wow, people are really liking this pin. I can go and create another or a similar pillar post about this pin to keep the viral pin going. You can also do date, action, comments, repins. You can do from my website. So these will be pins only from my website. You can do it by, your boards, which board. So let's do, this is my board. So if you select what boards of yours, you can do group boards or your own personal boards, and it'll let you know what what pin is your biggest pin in that group board or your own personal board. So that is a huge thing I really have loved, because I go through here and I check all my analytics and I see, okay, what pins are doing good, what pins aren't doing good, how can I make them better? So that is based off, let's see, go back to my weekly summary. So that's where you can find in your weekly summary. This is just all your most recent pins, and you can see your followers trends right here. So here's your followers trends. So I am growing in followers. It tells me my repins, the amount of pins I've put out, virality score, which means how many pins are being repinned across your profile. So that's the average, 30-day average. Mine's higher than average, so that's perfect. Engagement score is are people engaging on your pins? So the average is 2.47. Mine's at 1.83. So mine is a little bit lower. And then this is your engagement rate. This is a percentage of pins with at least one repin. So how many pins I put out, how many of those are being repinned is basically your engagement rate. Tribes is basically like group boards, but it is on Tailwind. So these are all your tribes. So I'm a part of these tribes right here, and I can go into them. And our tribes are basically like group boards, so they do have rules. You have to share more pins than you pin yourself. But this is easy. I love tribes because you can go in and see what pins people are pinning. So 4 people have pinned this one. No one's pinned that one. 1 person, 2 people, 3 people. So you can see kind of what good pins on here are to pin. So this is your Tailwind. You can chat with people inside, the groups. You can post. You just have to follow the rules. And it's easy to find a tribe. You just got to find a tribe and type in, what your niche is or what your keywords are for your niche. Let's see, let it load. There we are. So then you can select, so say you're into beauty. You can go to beauty, and these are different tribes. Now, you want activities with higher bars because that means it's a really awesome group. Lower ones, not so much. So if you're going to do tribes, I suggest anything with 3 bars or higher, because then it's a really great group. So that is tribes. Now we'll come to publishers. This has been my absolute favorite thing. There's smart loops in beta test right now as far as their Instagram, but so this is drafts. So Tailwind has a little Chrome extension if you're using Chrome. And when you are on your Pinterest profile account and you want to schedule pins, you can do what's called batch pinning, which is so easy. So you go to your home page or even inside your group boards. Let's go to my group boards. Go all the way down. Let's do this group board right here. So you go to your group boards. You can kind of scroll down a little. Now, before you would have to, repin this manually, but this little tag comes up, which means I can send only this pin to Tailwind, or I can go into this little Tailwind publisher extension right here, click it. And look, it just selected a whole bunch of pins. Now, you don't have to send all of these to your Tailwind account. You can just select which ones you want. So, balance. I like that one. So you can just select which ones you want. I like that one. I like that one. Cool. We'll do that one. And that one. So then it shows up right here. So I have 7 selected image and I say go schedule. So this pulls up. Let it load. So this is just basically saying I sent these pins to Tailwind. Now you can schedule them right here, but I don't like to. So I exit out, go back to my Tailwind account, and I'll hit drafts. And they show up right here. So this is your schedule. So Pinterest creates what's called a smart schedule. So they will read your Pinterest profile account and say, okay, at these certain times, their board is the most engaged. So I'll show you here in your scheduled. So right here, so all these green slots means they're suggested time slots because my pins often receive high engagement at this time. Now the ones with darker green mean I get more engagement. Now I don't have all mine selected because I found that for my Pinterest profile, mine does really good with between 35 and 45 pins a day. So it reads your time zone. So that's my time zone. And it basically told me when I should be pinning. Now, this is the other thing I absolutely loved because when I was pinning manually, I didn't know what time my board had the most engagement. I was like, okay, I'm just going to start pinning and kind of hope for the best. This way, using Tailwind, it reads it. So I know that my pins are going out when my board is getting the most engagement, which has helped grow my blog and my Pinterest profile like so much. It has helped, it has doubled it basically. So you set up your system and then when you come here, you can select and it'll pull in all your boards, all your group boards and your own personal boards. Excuse me. So this one I want to send to, here's all my boards. I'll send it to my best kid recipe. We'll put fun summer activities. This is back to school. Do homeschool tips when you're okay. So this is back to school as well. So then you can just select your boards that you want right here. How to work from home. Okay, so let's do work from home. Actually, I need to create one off of that. We'll do this one. Sometimes being a stay-at-home parent. Okay, so I have a stay-at-home parent board and pregnancy tips right here. And we'll just send this one to Make Money Blogging. Sure. So once you schedule, all your pins, all your boards here, now you can do multiple boards. So I can select, this board, this board, this board. So you can put more than one, and I will show you something really cool here in a second. Then you can just hit schedule the drafts and they will all schedule and they will just fill in the blank times. These blank ones right here. Now, there are such things as I will show you in a second. I'll just schedule all these. Get them scheduled. Cool. So now it's showing in my schedule right here. So when you do it that way, it is just going to fill in these time slots. Now, these locked ones are my own pins, and I schedule all my pins here to my group boards. Now, you can create what's called board lists. So you can categorize your group boards into lists. So I have all my parenting group boards right here, all my pregnancy group boards right here. So when I'm in drafts and I have a pin, so let's upload one. And I upload a new pin. Let's do this to show you really fast. Oh, come on. There we go. We will do this one. It's going to upload. Give it a second. Let's do it thing. Okay, so you can enter your description. You're going to want to double click this to put your Pinterest blog post URL right there. And then this is what I want to show you. So I can select pregnancy for my group boards and boom, it puts all my group boards right there. So I don't have to go through and try to find all my pregnancy group boards. I've already categorized it in group board or board lists. And so all I have to do is click it, and you can use interval. So I always set mine, especially for my group boards, a day or almost 2 days apart. But I love this because now I don't have to do it one by one. If you don't do intervals and hit schedules, they will just pop up all right here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So at 7. So I would see this pin 7 times in these empty slots. That's just because it's pinning once to each group board, but I do set intervals. So you can set an interval. I always do optimized time and I do it a day apart, and I do set and schedule. Then it locks them in place. So now these are all my pins that I've scheduled to my group board. So that is what I've also really loved about Tailwind. This will go over your yes, leave, because I've already done that one. Yes, leave. There we go. This will tell me all my scheduled pins right here. So these are all the pins I have scheduled inside of Tailwind. It is really having a hard time loading. There we go. Your schedule we didn't do. This is insight. So this is letting me know more analytics. Now Pinterest gives you some, but this is another great way. We've already gone over this one. Let's go over board insight. Now I love this one because I can see how my group boards and how my own personal boards are doing. So I can unselect these ones and it'll let me know, okay, so my group boards, this one, this Mom Malicious group board is my best board. Now, if I have any boards kind of like this board, or any boards that really just aren't benefiting me in any way, I will go and leave those boards. But right here lets you know, okay, how this board is doing, how many repins I'm getting from these boards, how's my engagement in these boards, how many followers have I gained from these boards. So this is a great tool to help you, read your group boards. You can also do it with your own regular boards. So right here, my baby nursery is the biggest, the mom fashion, mom maternity, clothes, Dollar Mommy Club. So this is letting me know, what are my boards, what is my audience most engaged in my Pinterest profile. Then it'll go over organic traffic or organic activity. So you can just hit repin because this is just my own, my latest pins. I love this word cloud because this is also more keywords right there. Let's go to referral. So this is my referral traffic right here. So that's my page views, average page views, daily visits. So this is basically, the simple way of using Tailwind. Like I said, it has been such a huge help in my blog and in my business to help me grow and be able to give me the time I want with my family. The great thing with Tailwind is, let's go to, don't want that. Anyways, so with Tailwind, I just have their plus plan, and you can always add more accounts. Their plus plan is it is $9 a month. Let me log out so I can actually show you there. So they can do monthly. Oh, I don't want to do it with mine. So you can either do a monthly subscription, or you can just pay for the whole year. I believe that after your trial and you just do a month, that is $9 a month, or it's $114 every year. So really, for how much this helps you grow your business, those prices are they're so minimal. They're so small to how much value Tailwind gives you. So I hope you really like this overview. Again, I put the link to Tailwind in the description as well as I have it on the video. I strongly suggest that you check it out because it's been so amazing for me, and I know it can be for you. So I hope you like this video. I hope you are just crushing it with your blog, and I will catch you on the next video.